Trying to come up with a third topic today, and usually that's not too much of a problem in Memphis because we always have so much stuff going on. But I was thinking about downtown, and there was this big announcement of the $180 million groundbreaking for a new Brooks Art Museum downtown. They're moving from the location they've been at Overton Park for more than a century to a beautiful location there on the riverfront. You see the Hydes there front and center next to the mayor, the Hyde Foundation doing what they do so well in this community, donating some $20 million to help with the expenses. And you know, that just gives you a lot of hope of how downtown's turning things around. Then we can show you some video from Tom Lee Park. And of course, that's undergone a someone's walking on the roof. If you can hear that at home, I apologize for that. A $60 million renovation, totally changing the landscape of Tom Lee Park. Some aren't too happy about it, but by and large, you can't disagree that, boy, with the aesthetics and all the landscaping they've done, etc., it really is just going to have a different, Memphis will have a different front door and appearance when people cross the river than it has ever had, and it's really coming along and is about 80% done, and that's scheduled to be finished by Labor Day. But before Labor Day will be the closing of the Hard Rock Cafe on Beale Street, and that was such a big deal when it came to Memphis in the late 90s. I've covered that as a reporter. I remember just all kinds of music legends came in, and they had some great memorabilia from past artists like BB and Elvis to Justin Timberlake. I mean, it was packed with stuff, and not a bad menu. And you know, they would host a lot of special events too, some Grammy events, what have you. So for them to pull out from a city that bills itself as the home of the blues and the birthplace of rock and roll, I don't know, it just kind of struck me as whatever. And there are people who say, now Richard, calm down. Hard rock has lost its panache. You know, you've got, they're in the airports now, and it's not, you know, what it used to be when it was first announced. But what are your thoughts about how downtown is progressing or not progressing in your view? Tajuan, I'll start with you.
I think it's progressing, and I don't see the loss of a Hard Rock Cafe as monumental as you do, because restaurants come and go, and we have new restaurants that will come on Beale Street. I am a particular fan of homegrown restaurants with its own unique style and taste.
Unique to Memphis.
Yeah, unique to Memphis.
Not a chain.
Because when tourists come, they want to have the authentic flavor of the city. I always ask, where are the best homegrown restaurants in this area? And so I just see us doing a push for that, and let's move on. But I do think the Heights have been a national treasure to Memphis, time and time again. I get into some political squabbles with them about some politics.
All right, well, I got to cut you off there. I'm down to a minute left.
But they're good.
I appreciate what you're saying.
They're good.
20 seconds left for each of you. Otis, you first.
I agree with Tajuan that this is not as big of a deal. It's a much bigger deal to have the Brooks Museum downtown overlooking the Mississippi River. I've seen renderings of it.
It's going to be beautiful.
It is spectacular.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
Sam?
I moved to Memphis 5 years ago. I've been downtown almost every day since, and in that time I've watched it become a more vibrant and walkable place.
It is.
Beale Street changing a little bit. Isn't that the nature of Beale Street?
Yeah. It's always evolving, that's true. I don't know how far back you go. All right, well, so we agree the trajectory is in the right direction.
Oh, no
okay.
question.
Glad to hear that. All right, Otis, Sam, and Tajuan, thank you so much for being with me today. We always appreciate your expertise, and we appreciate you at home as well. We'll see you next week for ABC24 This Week.